For
After
sure.
my youth bowling days, I basically got away from it after my bowling career was over, and I started a kind of a home-based tech company. And literally, I was on the road bowling tournaments and trying to make ends meet and things. And I'd stop by the local Best Buy and the computer stores back before Amazon and
Mhm.
all this e-commerce stuff, right? And I would pick up computers out of the clearance section, tinker with them, fix them up, and resell them. And
Oh, very
so
cool.
a lot of the proprietors were my first customers, and I like to
Mm.
kind of tinker with stuff like that. I got away from bowling, and that company blew up big,
Oh,
and we
wow.
were like at the
Mhm.
right place, the right time. Pre e-commerce was just getting started, and
Mm.
I discovered a little known website called eBay.
Okay.
It
Yeah.
wasn't publicly traded, and
Mm.
it was just an e-commerce site selling used goods. And
Right.
literally, we were one of the first like high volume sellers of electronics on that website.
Oh,
And
wow.
it ended up going from out of my house to like a big refurbishment facility in my hometown. And
Wow.
a long, long story short, was I kind of miss bowling. And
Yeah.
so by then I started tinkering with e-commerce and websites again out of my house, right? And kind of a little side hustle deal.
Right.
And I was approached by somebody who was a proprietor and said, "Man, I think bowling centers should use websites." And again, this was like 1998 or
Right.
1999, like right in there. And so I got hooked up with the BPA. I became a Smart Buy partner to promote the need of websites. We were the preferred developer at that time, right?
Yeah.
And part of that cool deal was I got to go to Bowl Expo as a speaker. And I
Mm.
remember my tech company at the time, dot-com bust was becoming a real thing. Things that were high flying up were starting to crash
Yeah.
down. People were freaking out about like Y2K and who would your computers all crash and stuff like that.
Right.
So anyway, so at Expo, when I was speaking at that time, talking about websites, it was like all the proprietors in the room seemed to be like deer in headlights. So afterwards, I kind of hung around the room, as you kind of know how those things go, and answered some
Right.
questions. And so I was thinking, how are you guys making money in this environment, this economy, without having a website? And they're like,
Right.
man, my business is great. I don't even have a fax machine, right? And so like, I was like, are
Right.
you kidding me, man?
Yeah.
And well,
There's
I
people today
real
who still don't have
I'm
websites.
telling you, man. So I went there hoping to really revolutionize our industry, which is kind of like a late adopter to a lot of technology stuff, right? And I instead left there with the idea of, man, if these guys are making money hand over fist without technology, if I could just leverage my passion for bowling, the stuff I saw when I was bowling professional across the US, some of the knowledge I had from working with some of those that cutting edge proprietors, I thought, man, I could probably make me one hell of a bowling center,
Yeah.
set my mind to it, right? So I kind of talked to my wife about it a little bit. Long story short was my company got acquired, my PC company in I think early 2002, and I had two young kids. I was really contemplating retiring. Matter of fact, I told my wife, "Hey, I think we're good here. Let's just spend time with the kids and hang out at the pool and stuff like that." And dude, it lasted about 3 months. And I bought 4 acres of land in my hometown, went back to the next bowl expo and
Mhm.
hired an architect, looked at all the black light bowling stuff, got all the bells and whistles, and then started the journey of building my own center. So that was
Okay. Yeah.
2003, and did have it for about a decade. Sold out. It's still in business today. When we opened it, it was actually a Bowlers Journal Best New Bowling Center of the Year
Oh, wow.
honoree, and we
Mhm.
had three BPA Golden Pin Best Practice Award, national awards for like operations. So it was really a fun
Oh,
journey.
wow. Yeah.
I missed it when I got out of it,
Yeah.
and that kind of brought me to about. I spent about 3 years here pretty recently working at USBC. Again, another friend in the industry said, I know you had a big youth program. I know you built it from the ground up. Looks like there's a position available at headquarters in Arlington, and
Mhm.
they want people who can help proprietors across the US either grow or launch their youth programs. And so to me,
Mhm.
man,
Yeah. Great
loving
opportunity.
marketing, loving
Right.
bowling, loving consulting, it seemed like a natural fit. What a great 3 years it was. I got to travel probably more than my wife would have cared me to, but spending a week at a time with proprietors like all across the US was really
Yeah.
an amazing thing.
Yeah.
That kind of is my background. That's really as fast as I can get through about 20 years of experience right there. But
Yeah. You've
there
been
you
through it
go.
all, almost like the Forrest Gump of bowling. Just in the right place, right
I mean,
time.
yeah, I've been around some. Yeah, that's somewhat
Yeah.
true, I
Come
guess,
across
man.
a lot of big characters, and yeah, that's really cool. You've
That-
kinda seen it all.
exactly, man.
Hey, did you like this video? Great. We make 10 of them a week. Subscribe to learn more and keep learning about what's working in the industry. Talk to you then.